Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. Today we are taking a look at Generations, Legends, Target Master, Megatron, and Chop Shop. This is the second figure in Wave 2 of the Legends 30th Anniversary Target Master line. But, like I said in the Starscream review, these figures are much better than Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. Uh, Let me just go ahead and remove Chop Shop for a moment, and we can take a look at Megatron. He is based upon his Megatron Origins appearance, where he was a tank. Also, it is clearly obvious this is heavily influenced by the Titanium Megatron. If you remember, that was one of the first figures released from that line. Widely considered one of the worst, if not the worst, Transformers ever made. It was a Megatron just like this that transformed into a tank, but he was all ball joints that fell apart. In fact, getting him out of the package, you basically had to pull him apart. It was just a bad figure, and it was actually from the old G.I. Joe comics when Cobra Commander gave Megatron his new form, and it was originally a tank. Yeah, so it was something like that, but this is much better than that figure, and I have to say I am very impressed with it. He does come with a his fusion cannon, which is also will be the barrel of the tank in vehicle mode. That is on a ball joint that you can rotate it up so you can hold it like a gun, or keep it off on his arm like he does normally. He does have a ball joint there at the elbow, ball joint there in the shoulders, no movement in the head, ball joint at the hips, no movement in the waist, and a very somewhat generous knee bend. Let's come in and take a closer look. As you can see, this is supposed to be a much younger version of Megatron, or I don't know if younger is the right word, but it was before he became the Emperor Supreme of the Decepticons when they were just starting out. So, but very familiar head sculpt. The yellow and black caution on his chest from when he was a miner and a warrior in the pits. The Decepticon logo. You have some nice red splotches there on his arms by the elbow. Deep um, holes in the hands. I actually thought this was very nice. The hands might be a little too big, but they do fit in nicely with the rest of the body. They are molded as fists, but there is finger detail, which I think is very nice. And then just you have this flat gray going down the body, and this very bluish gray. It's on the arms too, but also on the legs. That is very nice, and gives his tank mode a very unique look to it. Speaking of which, let's get to transformation. All right, transformation is not complicated at all with this being a Legends figure, but it is kind of interesting and a little fiddly. First, what you want to do is go ahead and fold the forearms in, just like so. And then what you want to do is detach the arms from the back chest area they peg in. And when you do this, a spring will push the chest forward and then allow it to rotate. That will be for the turret in tank mode. You then want to continue folding that panel in, and as you do so, rotating the arms again so they're basically facing out to the side, and that you're able to collapse them together like so, and that the hands are flat, and then there's a peg here on the turret that will peg into the other hand just like that, and you have the turret for the tank done. So you're basically just folding everything in. There is articulation there due to the arms being able to raise and lower and rotating it around. Next, we're going to come into the legs. Go ahead and flip the feet down. Then what you're going to do is proceed, fold the legs out, and then fold the feet in into that groove because, I'm an idiot and I transformed this wrong. So yeah, just go ahead, do that, fold them down, and then what you're going to do is just fold it backwards along the body, and it'll be nice. Everything will be nice and peg in very tightly and snugly. And there you have Megatron in his tank mode. And I gotta say, I do like this tank mode. Like I said, this is heavily based on the titanium Megatron, but much better. If you remember, that one didn't even have a moving turret at all, and we have this. Like I said, that nice bluish gray color comes in now, covering the whole body, and you do have some nice little yellow caution paints where the knees were, or whatever part of the body that was. I don't remember. But yeah, and it rolls, and you know there are wheels at the bottom, so it does roll. Let's take a look at Chop Chop. Chop Chop is red, with little orange highlights along his legs. There is no detailing to his face. I mean, there is molded detailing, but it's not going to show up on camera because it's not painted. For articulation, he has swinging arms. To transform him into his insect mode, fold the arms down. That's more articulation than the original G1 toy had. And then, that's it. That's the insect mode. One of the easiest transformations you'll get. For weapon mode, take the insect mode. Go underneath. Flip out this peg just like so. If you so desire, go ahead. Spread his legs a little to open up his pinchers. And there you go. It's some sort of claw weapon. But that's not all that Chop Chop can do. Let me go ahead and bring in Megatron, and I'll show you what else. Here's Megatron in tank mode, and here's Chop Chop. Most of the other Target Master figures, basically the weapon just plugs into a hole. Megatron has a very unique way to interact with his Target Master, and I think that's due to the fact that since the 1980s, Chop Chop has become a yoga master. What you're going to do, take Chop Chop, flip his arms straight up just like that, grab the legs, and bring them all the way out. So you are basically opening the jaws and the legs, and they are touching. This is the split of the cowcatcher. There are two pegs here on the front of Megatron that will fit into slots on Chop Chop. Peg them in just like that, and you have your own Insecticon cowcatcher type of thing. This is really cool, and I think this is the best integration thus far with a Target Master. And to be honest, I really don't see how they're going to improve it. But yeah, this is just cool. I mean, just driving along, he's blasting, and then you know you got the cowcatcher, and it's like, I got the body. Doing my yoga splits. So, I can highly recommend Megatron. And I'm a little surprised. He's actually number 4. Starscream was number 3. I would have figured put him out first, but I can see why maybe they didn't, because this is a better set than Starscream and Waspinator. I might favor Starscream a little bit more as a figure, just because I like jets, but for the overall package, you have to go with Megatron and Chop Chop. So these should be showing up in stores now. I got mine off of BBTS about a month ago, so they really should be out. But definitely, if you see it, pick it up. You're going to have a bunch of fun. This is your old pal Chuck for Megatron and Yogi Master Chop Chop. We'll see you next time.